Hello everybody, new video here. Now I want to show you a simple way to implement a DevOps CI/CD with GitHub and Salesforce. And definitely the things I will show you here doing with GitHub, you can do also with Bitbucket, GitLab, Azure, any of those, because they will follow the same structure, the same YML definition. But calm down, we'll talk about that. But just not to waste your time, I will let the things running here. Meanwhile, I will explain you. And well, I did some changes here, just simple ones, just to see the things changed and have something to commit. I will do a git status, git add, and I will talk about also some name conventions, and I'm using those name conventions here, and I will commit following that pattern, and I will git push, and voila, the things were moved to here. Okay, I have my branch updated. Let me do a refresh. Okay, I will just create a pull request because these changes are based on pull request. Or you can do the things with pushes and something else, but I think that pull request is easiest to manage because sometimes not all the guys works in the repository doing pushes to save the things, but I used to do that and I prefer using pull requests. Okay, but you can change that, the files are there just waiting you. I will create a new pull request. I will move to develop my first, and I will get from this feature that I have created, this develop tool, and I will create pull request. It's already with my name here. I will create pull request, and definitely the process will start every time you create a pull request or merge it, or even if you reopen. But if you close, non-trigger will be started. Let me show you here. Here behind the scenes, you have that action running, and that action is will deploy here if it's not already. Okay, and well, let me explain a little bit more. How the magic will happen. We are using a name convention that will put the same branch name you have and in the package. Why the branch name? Because normally the guys work with Jira, ServiceNow, or any other, and that creates some ticket numbers, and we used to create the branch with that example feature ticket number, bug fix ticket number, you know. And but we work if you just create with the branch name, we work. And you create the branch name, and the package needs to follow this structure: package branch name .xml. Just it. And with that, the package will run. Let me update here. And the validation will be succeeded, you know. And if the validation was fine, you can go back here in your pull request that in this environment there is only me, but in the real world we will have other guys to do the approval, And definitely it will work much better when you apply the configurations necessary to have the approvals, have the validations. For example, I have configured the branches here in settings. I have configured the branch to just let to the merge if the deployment have passed successfully and if have an approver, a real approval. As I told here, only me, but in the real world, we will approve things from other guys will approve your things, and lives go on. But here, it's just me, and I am one configured to bypass that. I'm in the configuration. You can do a lot of things. And when you confirm, behind the scenes, the actions will start over again. But now, instead of doing the check only, that is also known as validation, it will real do the deployment and will put the things on the environment. Well, let's catch up a little bit here more. And well, you create your pull request and follow those procedures I'm talking about some environments. It's exactly what will happen. I'm just working with one developer org here, but you can use how much orgs your company used to work. You can use scratch orgs, sandboxes, developer for sure, and production ones, because our intent here is put the things on production and see our customer very happy with the things we put there, you know. And well, let me show you here the execution. Have finished. Look, deployed succeed. And here the steps that were taken, that read the branch, read the package you have created to define the test classes. Oh, here we'll talk about that. And well, about the test classes, you need to ensure the coverage, otherwise not to be deployed in a production environment. All of us know that you can do that in sandboxes and developer orgs and Scratch, but actually we don't want to discover the things in the go live day. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? When the day that the customer is expected to have the things there, you discover that you don't have the necessary coverage. Terrible. Don't do that, please. And this name convention we have created will follow this one, the Apex class name, and will concatenate the test in the end of the name. And with that, we have this Node.js that will read that package you have created, will find out the classes, and for that classes we'll check what of those have the test classes, and we'll execute those test classes also. All of it automatically, all of it behind the scenes. Defining the test command is this step. Look that we'll check, we'll found the test class I have created. This is in the package, but even if it don't there, we'll look for, because the account controller was there. And with that, we'll perform the deployment and the things will be there. And well, in a real world, after this deployment, we would move the things to the next environment. For example, this first one I was moving to I don't know, QA box, and on the QA box the guys did the test, everything was fine, because if don't, there is no other way. Found a problem, go back to fix that and put to play over again. And I will just put the other one to run here. But now to UHE. And I will get from my branch, that the branch I'm working on. I will create a pull request, the name convention, just to get easy the approval by the guys that will do that. Create the pull request, and that moment the action is triggered and the things will start. And well, but case you don't have this name convention, like the Apex class name and test in the end, and believe me, we have a lot of orgs that not follow that simple name convention. I don't know you guys, but I worked in a lot of projects, and some of those like freelancer, and you see many ugly things. But there is no problem. We also have another way to do that deployment with a test specification file. What that means, you define the test classes that need to run, put there on that file, and they will run also automatically. It's possible. And in the near future, I will put that version also here to you guys see that. Okay? But if do you have any Apex classes, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Without test classes, there is no problem. For example, if you have just a change on an object, a column, a flow, something like that, you can just run without any coverage, you know? Over again, another deployment, another validation successfully done here. See that? But just to show you guys, as I told, will run just if you create or merge or reopen. Because in the Bitbucket, when you need to change something and did another commit, you just need to come to actions and access that last running, click rerun, and this new rerun will run with the last version you already have committed. But GitHub is not doing that. So if you need to commit something in a current pull request, you just need to close it, because the close not will trigger any actions. Look at that, none trigger, and reopen. And that reopen will do the validation over again, because the first step is the validation. Just after the validation, the configuration that I have been done here will ensure that just pull requests with a valid deployment would be merged if there is at least one approver. But as I told, I am the only one here. I don't have any others to approve, so I have configured myself as that guy that could bypass this rule. Okay? And well, all of that is here on this repository. From now on, I explain you what do you need to have. I explain you that pull request thing. I explain the deployment setup. I explain that you need a Connect app. You need an Open SSL to create the private key. Yeah, you need to use a private key to run that without needing a login, because did that automatically using JWT, you know. And that secret you have created, you will upload that on the connected app, but also you will save the Apex secret on the GitHub. Not save that in files, because files can be accessed and it could be a problem. Security is the word. And that certification key you add on your connected app, and after that we just need to use the actions that I have those on the repository, but you can change. You need to configure the action secrets. I have created some just to CI, WHI in prod. This is production, but you can create whatever you need. You can create more actions as you need, you know. Since the things have passed fine, I will just merge it over again. Actually, merge it now would be approved. I'm fake approving that. And just merge the pull request, and if you not confirm, not will trigger. If you close, not will trigger. Just confirm. And this confirmation, yeah, that will trigger the action, that will do the deployment in the environment. And so guys, I think that just it for now. If you have any questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, leave your like that, and share that with our community to let more guys see how easy is to get that, how easy is implement something that helps a lot. Believe me, that helps a lot. So guys, see you later in the next video.